Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestling Rundown. It is week 48, episode 48, edition 48, whichever one you want to call it, Kevin. And Payback is coming.
Still rolling with that shtick.
I am. Payback is coming, and we just finished watching Monday Night Raw, so that means this is the Raw review. This just in, we have some breaking news. We're going to take it over to Kevin Hawk for a spur-of-the-moment breaking news, indie news, in the middle of the Raw, or the beginning of the Raw review. What do you got for us, Kevin?
All right. As we talked about, on the 22nd, we're going to have the JT Lightning Invitational Tournament. Night 1 on the 23rd. Night 2, where we know Samoa Joe is going to be debuting for AIW.
Okay.
They just announced who he's facing.
Ooh.
Makes me way more excited because he's got an opponent, and his opponent happens to be probably my favorite guy on the indie scene right now. The whole shebang, Johnny Gargano.
Ooh. All right. Well, you might have heard it here first, or you might have read it online. Whichever, you now know that JT Lightning Invitational Tournament Night 2 from AIW, Samoa Joe takes on Johnny Gargano. And
we now send you back to your regularly scheduled Raw review.
Alright, so let's go through the matches we had on Monday Night Raw. We had Dean Ambrose defeat J&J in a handicap match. We had Wade Barrett defeat Dolph Ziggler. Eric Rowan defeated Fandango. Neville defeated John Cena in the U.S. Open Challenge. Tamina defeated Brie Bella. We had a match between Axelmania and Macho Mandow. We had Cesaro defeat Big E. We had Randy Orton defeat Seth Rollins in our main event. Lots of wrestling on this Raw.
Yeah.
No backstage segments, which is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It's not very often that you get that.
As far as that is concerned, we had a recap of a backstage segment that happened on the Raw pre-show.
Yes.
And then a promo from the primetime players.
Yeah.
And that's all there was as far as not in ring.
Yeah. Everything
awareness.
happened in or outside of the ring, predominantly for Raw. And we opened up with Daddy's Home.
Daddy? Oh, Triple H.
Triple H. Triple H making his return to Monday Night Raw for the first time in the last couple of weeks. And he is not particularly happy with Seth Rollins and Kane. Neither of them have been able to get along. If you've been watching, Rollins likes to talk a lot of shit, and Kane doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And this causes some issues.
Kane doesn't like it.
Yeah.
This guy.
I don't have a Seth Rollins shirt, so I can't. I'm wearing The Undertaker. If you can tell.
Hey, Brothers of Destruction.
Hey, and Daniel Bryan.
Hey, Daniel Bryan.
So we get Triple H, addressing the issues between the two. Rollins comes out and he's like, yeah, Triple H is going to make things right because he's back, and Kane's a big meanie head, and blah, blah, blah.
He's a meanie weenie.
And he continues to run his fucking mouth. And I even said it, I was like, Rollins, Kane's going to come out and kill you. And as soon as I said that, Kane's music hits.
It's true, I was there.
Kane comes out, he does a little yelling back at Seth, and then Triple H does some yelling to shut them both up. And then Triple H gives
He's
Kane...
like, kids, don't make me turn this authority around.
And then Triple H gave Kane an ultimatum.
Yeah.
Said, you know what, you need to get on the same page as the rest of us, or otherwise your services as Director of Operations will no longer be needed. And Kane doesn't really say anything, so Triple H kind of takes that as, okay, I can see you still want to be part of this, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a couple matches tonight.
Yeah, he's like, everybody in the Payback main event needs to have a match tonight.
You get a match. You get a match. Everybody gets a match. Kane will be taking on...
Except for Zack Ryder.
Oh. Or Zack Ryder. Kane will be taking on Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins will be in the main event against Randy Orton. And even J&J, Jamie Noble decides he wants to run his mouth.
Yeah, he had one too many Red Bulls or something prior to the show. He was full of piss and vinegar.
And Red Bull, apparently.
And he got up in Triple H's face.
Well, he tried to get up in Triple H's face.
And Triple H got down into his face and said,
"That's so funny.
Now you guys have to fight Dean Ambrose in a handicap match.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen next.
Right now. So, usually when one is put in a handicap match, they're usually at a disadvantage.
This is equal.
Not so much for Dean Ambrose.
So this is actually technically a singles match.
Yes. Well, even according to Triple H, is that both you little guys make one full-size man. So, oh man, this match was fun. A lot of good double teams from Noble and Mercury when they got a chance to use them.
I think there might have been abuse of a double clothesline.
Yeah. We had them double clotheslined over the announce table. They got a double rebound clothesline inside the ring, and that's really what set up the end. Is we had the double clothesline from the rebound, and then Ambrose uses Noble to knock Mercury out of the ring. Noble turns right around into a Dirty Deeds, and Dean Ambrose picks up the win in his hometown.
Crap! Dean Ambrose beat JJ Security.
Yeah,
and it's a big feather in the cap for Dean Ambrose for. Well, he's a former Cruiserweight champion.
True.
And the secret weapon of the Authority. And
Joey Mercury is a former 3-time tag team champion.
And bald.
And he was part of the Strange Society. Moving on, our next match, we had Wade Barrett taking on Dolph Ziggler. Sheamus was out of commentary.
Wade Barrett's learned how to wear a cape over both shoulders.
Yes. And Wade Barrett lets us know that we're getting two more rematches from Extreme Rules this Sunday at Payback. We're getting Wade Barrett taking on Neville, and we're getting Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, which is weird because now I'm looking back realizing Wade Barrett, prior to King of the Ring, was wearing a cape on both shoulders during his entrance.
Yeah, he went from his Spartan cape,
his Shao Kahn cape.
Yeah, to this frilly king cape.
But for the first couple weeks, he didn't know how to wear the king cape. It was just a king.
He didn't realize there was a clasp there, and he was wondering why it kept falling off of his shoulders.
So he just had to use himself as a coat rack.
Barrett versus Ziggler, really good match. Probably one of the shorter matches of the night. They got some decent time though. Sheamus makes his presence known, causes distraction on Ziggler. Ziggler did block the bullhammer once with a drop kick.
Yeah.
And was seemingly in the driver's seat for a second. Then Sheamus gets his attention. He turns around, tries to take a swipe at Sheamus. Turns back around into a bullhammer, and Wade Barrett picks up the win.
With a royal bullhammer.
Yeah, the royal bullhammer. And then we get Ziggler and Sheamus brawl a little bit.
Yeah, Sheamus was kind of like smacking Ziggler around, and Ziggler got the gumption up to jump into Sheamus's face, but was quickly squished with a bro kick to the face.
That was an intense bro kick. It was pretty fucking gnarly.
And no, Sheamus, we're still not entertained.
I'm kind of entertained.
At least he didn't have a crazy ass mohawk.
He was so happy he was wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Even though it was a grandpa hat.
Yeah, grandpa hat's fine.
Sami Zayn.
Cool people wear grandpa hats.
Sami Zayn rocks a grandpa hat.
Yep.
Up next, we had what we thought was going to be Luke Harper. Luke Harper comes out to his usual entrance and his music, but he's closely followed by Eric Rowan.
Yeah, we find out Eric Rowan has his first televised match in God knows how long.
Yeah. So the Wyatt family, or at least part of the Wyatt family, has officially reunited. They are a tag team again. We get Eric Rowan taking on Fandango.
I call them the Beard Bros.
You can do better than that.
The weirdos with the beardos?
That's way better. Yeah, this is all stemming from what happened last week on SmackDown. We had the match between Luke Harper and Fandango, Eric Rowan making the turn and attacking Fandango afterwards. This was very much just let's beat the fuck out of Fandango.
Again.
the commentators were even like
placing
betting
bets
on how long the match was going to be, and it was
JBL had like a minute 37, Booker T had a minute 32, and Cole picked it just over 2 minutes, I think.
And JBL said it was 35.88 seconds.
Yeah.
And yeah, Eric Rowan picks up the win with the full Nelson slam. There's a 2-on-1 beatdown afterwards.
He hit a cool spin kick during the match too.
Yeah, his Hansen spin kick of him. Yeah, we get a double team on Fandango afterwards. I was kind of thinking someone was going to come out and save Fandango, but I'm like, who the fuck is going to do that? Didn't happen, obviously. So yeah, I think this is cool. Where not only do we have a good feud going for the tag team titles right now, but now we're getting Rowan and Harper back in on it. Yeah. Rowan's a little bit more fine tuned in the ring,
hopefully.
And I mean, his singles run, he didn't do a lot, but he definitely got to step out a little bit and had to rely on himself. So now that he's a little better, teaming back up with Harper, the two of them can run roughshod over the tag teams. Then we had John Cena come out, do his usual shtick promo, talking about how awesome the U.S. title is now that he's holding it, and how you never know who's gonna accept the challenge.
I like how he took a shot at the Authority, and how they puppy dog guard the.
It's a sought after prize, and there's a lot of people that'll never get a chance to actually get a shot at that championship.
It's true.
And then he was advised to not do the U.S. Open Challenge because
he got the I Quit match with Rusev.
Yeah, well, and Rusev said that he was going to show Cena how he was going to make him say I quit.
Yeah.
But he's John Cena. He's going to wrestle. He's putting the U.S. title on the line.
And he's going to wrestle frickin' flippity doodah band. That's what I call him when he wears the cape.
Oh. It was Neville.
Neville? He wrestled a belly button.
Well, I was going to say he wrestled an orange, but...
He wrestled an orange with a belly button.
He wrestled Snooki. I mean...
That was good.
He wrestled Adrian Neville.
New sensation that Gravity forgot.
This was an awesome match.
This was the main event.
Yeah,
put it in the middle.
I'd give it match of the night. It was really entertaining. That's the great thing about the U.S. Open Challenge is we've gotten a lot of really good matches.
And we also got John Cena versus Stardust.
Yeah. Why the fuck not? Cena was able to use his power game a lot because he was going against a much smaller guy. And Neville was able... Okay, the one fucking... That corkscrew dive, whatever the fuck he did on the springboard to the outside.
There's a whisper in the wind.
It was scary. It freaked me out.
He's such afraid of heights that it scares him when other people are
close to the ground, man.
Falling from really high space.
I'm close to the ground, and I'm not athletic to do shit like that. And it freaks me out when people are able to do it because I feel like they're gonna fall on their head because that's what I would do.
Maybe.
Just Neville was really.
It's a good case of what I know Thomas has said a lot in the past, is that Cena steps up to the level of whoever he's wrestling against.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. And then it is something that we talked about, over the last couple of weeks, especially with when Thomas put Neville in his top 5, is that Neville can work with anyone. He has instant chemistry with everyone in the ring, and it's so refreshing to see that. And
as refreshing as this water I'm drinking.
It's that refreshing. He's able to do so many things, and this was a huge feather in his cap because he
won.
Yeah, he won, and albeit it was by disqualification.
Yeah, we tried to tease you at the beginning of the show.
Yeah. Neville is not the U.S. champion. He was about to be, though. He hit the red arrow, but as soon as he hit the red arrow, Rusev was already in the ring, kicked him in the back, got him off of Cena. He got tossed out of the ring, and then Rusev proceeds to beat the crap out of Cena and then put him in the Accolade.
He accoladed him.
So, I mean, yeah, this was a great moment for Neville. A really great match for Cena, and I got a lot of really good heat on Rusev. So it really worked to everyone's advantage in this match. Then we get Kane versus Roman Reigns. This match never even starts.
Yeah. Roman Reigns never even made it to the ring.
Yeah, he got over the barricade and then got punched in the face.
Yep.
And then got fucking thrown between the barricade and the ring about 7, 8, 9 times.
Beeled over the stairs.
God, Kane whooped the shit out of Roman Reigns for a good portion of this.
But that's okay because Roman Reigns speared him over the commentary table.
Yeah. Reigns was down. Kane starts ripping the announce table apart. Reigns looks like he's about to get the advantage with a Superman punch and gets caught in a goozle. He's about to get ready to get choke slammed. And then he turns it around and he spears Kane over the announce table. And it cuts Michael Cole's microphone off. So it was it was a great moment.
They were much more destructive going over the announce table than Mercury and Noble were.
Well, they're slightly heavier. Only slightly though.
Yeah.
Only by 100 to 60 pounds. Then we had Tamina taking on Brie Bella. This is after the sneak attack last week. It was supposed to be Nikki going one-on-one with Naomi, I think. And Naomi and Tamina attacked the Bellas from behind.
Bitch move.
So this is Tamina's first match back.
Yeah.
Good to see her. She still looks really good in the ring.
Definitely not showing any signs of the torn ACL injury.
Yeah, she was still on top of her game. Brie had a good showing as well. Brie actually took the advantage a couple of times over Tamina. Tamina obviously a bit bigger and stronger.
And pickier to the face here.
Much more. Brie goes one too many times for the knee attack on the ropes.
The Brie mode.
Yeah, the vag attack. She goes for it a second time, and Tamina's able to block it and push her off. She does a back roll.
Upheaval action. And
as soon as she gets up, she gets kicked in the face, and Tamina picks up the win. I don't know. I don't know if Tamina's just going to keep playing that bodyguard role, because that's exactly what she was doing with AJ. Around
before she got hurt.
Yeah, it was, around WrestleMania last year. So she broke away for a second and then she got hurt. So I don't know if she's going to stick with Naomi or if she's eventually going to break out on her own and maybe get a shot at the Divas title. We'll have to wait and find out.
All I'm going to say is she rocks the leather pretty good.
Yeah. I can dig it.
Yep.
I'm okay with that. Do you want to talk about the Mega Powers Unite?
Okay.
Take it away.
So here's where we had the little throwback to the pre-show's backstage segment between Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow, or Macho Mandow, or Macho Man Cow, as JBL would call it.
He calls it like twice, too.
Oh, jeez. And basically, it's just, Sandow challenges Axel to a rematch. They go at it for approximately 25 seconds. Sandow has a hearty advantage before the Ascension come out and make their presence known. But Axel Mania and Macho Mandow work together to dispose of the Ascension and
Demolition.
Legion of Dumb. And they shake hands. And we find out that the kickoff show for Payback will be the Ascension versus Axelmania and Macho Mandow, the regular powers.
That's his name.
My name is Kevin Hawk.
Oh, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Man.
Brother.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I'm kind of actually excited for this.
I'm glad it's the pre-show. I'm so glad it's the pre-show. God. Okay, so
Yeah, we were contemplating putting that on the main card and keeping Barrett and Neville in the pre-show.
Well, it worked so well last month.
Whoa. What did Neville and Barrett pre-show last year? I missed it.
It's a secret. Oh. It's exclusively on the network.
Hidden annotation?
No.
So the match that never happened?
Then we got some unfortunate news.
Yep.
Daniel Bryan.
Hey, both the guys on my shirt were relevant on Raw.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan's eating my pencil.
Stop it, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan comes out and lets us know that he had an MRI last week, and they're not sure how long he's going to be out. It could be weeks, it could be months, and there's a good chance that he could never wrestle again. And, as much as he, appreciates the way the universe treats him and loves being champion, he feels that we deserve a fighting champion. We deserve the Barretts, the Dean Ambroses, the Dolph Zigglers, those people on Raw fighting for the championship. And, he wants to be in the ring competing. He doesn't know when he'll be back, if he can be back. So he relinquishes the Intercontinental Championship. It's so unfortunate because this is the same time last year that he had to give up the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
It's just the guy can't catch a break, and he's just
bittersweet moment. I mean, he definitely you can tell he's determined to do everything in his power to make a return.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I mean, other than things that he himself cannot work against, he's going to do everything in his power to come back.
Yeah.
And, it was great that, we were, he was in a crowd that really appreciated him and showed him all kinds of respect. The thank you Daniel chants. Even though we have to understand that he needs to take this time off. We don't want him to.
Yeah.
It's just it's a necessary evil, and we can only hope that he can do exactly what he did last year. Go through rehabs, go through whatever he has to do, so he can come back and hopefully have a long, healthy run as champion, or just in the WWE in general.
But do not fear, Daniel Bryan fans, because when we have the return of Tough Enough,
yes,
Daniel Bryan is going to be on the judging panel.
Yeah, so it's this Tough Enough is a little strange. There's some layers to it.
Which is awesome, because we know the coaches this season are going to be Booker T returning from last season, along with new coaches Billy Gunn and Lita.
Yes. They're going to be doing, what you saw most of last season on Tough Enough. It's all going to take place in the Performance Center.
And just like he did on the exclusive network show, Chris Jericho will also be replacing Stone Cold as the host of Tough Enough.
Yeah. They're going to go through the usual training. They're going to go through specific challenges and stuff like that.
It's going to be called Tough as Jericho.
Oh, Jesus. And then they're actually going to be judged by a panel of superstars and occasionally guest stars as well. Vince, Stephanie, Triple H, and others have been named. But the main panel that's going to be there will be Daniel Bryan, Paige, and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I mean, definitely like a legendary superstar, a current superstar, and a current diva.
Yeah.
So it's a good range to have as a panel to judge people on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I also heard there's a chance that fan interaction will tear it apart.
Because it'll be at the Performance Center. There's a good chance that they're supposed to be putting on matches. I'm guessing it's going to be maybe a dark match to an NXT taping or something like that. And so people will be able to, a live crowd will be able to give their reactions to these people as well, which will help Paige, Bryan, Hogan, and probably Jericho really make the decision on who gets eliminated each week.
Yeah.
So, some interesting stuff. We still got another month or so before Tough Enough comes back.
Get your tapes in quick.
Yeah.
Audition videos.
Yeah, toughenough.com.
And make sure to hold your phone sideways when you do it.
Yeah. And then up next we had the New Day come out, getting some great heat, using the whole Daniel Bryan situation. Xavier Woods was on top of that.
Xavier Woods, everything Abraham Washington wishes he would have been.
Xavier Woods letting us, I think it was Kofi that actually made the announcement for the match. They're in the ring. They let us know that they're giving the Masters a second chance at the tag team titles, and it'll be a 2 out of 3 falls match at Payback this Sunday. So that I'm excited for that match.
I'm excited for that match. One thing I kind of wish is I wish they would let the New Day defend the tag titles with the Freebirds rule.
I think they do.
But I mean, they haven't done a Xavier Woods involved in a title defense yet.
Well, Xavier Woods just got cleared from his ankle injury, so maybe it'll be him and Kofi on Sunday.
That'd be cool. What I hope is, if the Freebirds rule applies, they'll switch out one person for each round in the 2 out of 3 falls match.
That would be I hope that's how they keep the titles.
Yeah, they can keep a fresh guy every round.
I dig it. But we had one-on-one action. Cesaro taking on Big E. Lots of power game in this. These two beat the crap out of each other. But Cesaro
was on the agile game.
He was all kinds of flippy in this match. He was
front flip over the top rope into a top rope crossbody.
Crossbodies. He was doing his springboard spinning elbow. He was just all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Big E really got a lot of offense in this match. I think it was predominantly Cesaro.
Big E tried.
Failed.
And almost got dumped on his head from a belly suplex type maneuver.
Cesaro, I
think Big E was blown up from all of Cesaro's running around.
Big E didn't know what to do.
Because, Cesaro ran him the corner European uppercuts, and then he did a double German.
Yeah.
So,
Big E was probably fucked up at this point.
Then he tried to spin him around for a Northern Lights, and Big E just couldn't go.
And we get a distraction from Xavier Woods. He's trying to get Cesaro's attention. Tyson Kidd comes up, pulls him off the ring, kicks him in the face, and then Kofi grabs Tyson. Tyson smacks his face on the apron. Cesaro kicks Kofi in the face, and then is able to roll Big E into the Swiss roll.
Yeah. Which I'm glad this happened, because I was like, wow, this is the same way they had the Masters lose to the New Day 2 or 3 times now by the big 3-way distraction on the outside.
Yeah, you're
and the
wow.
New Day guy is going to roll up the Masters guy in the ring. And then Cesaro was like, nope, duck the move, and then roll him up with his own thing. Yeah,
Cesaro flipped it. So Cesaro picks up the win.
Flipping the script.
So momentum going into the 2 out of 3 falls match this Sunday. Speaking of pay-per-views.
Speaking of not pay-per-views.
Speaking of exclusively on the WWE Network, which you can get for the low price of $9.99, or it's free.
Apparently.
It's free this month. If you're a new subscriber. And there's no commitments. Why the fuck don't you people have this network? What's wrong with you?
WWE's basically vomiting the network into your lap.
Yeah. I'm paying for it so you fuckers can get it for free.
Yeah.
This fucker's getting it for free because I'm paying for it. But we found out that they have officially added the Elimination Chamber end of the month.
I can't remember WWE adding an impromptu pay-per-view event.
Yeah, like there's been no word on this happening. They replaced Elimination Chamber this year for Fastlane.
Yeah.
And we assumed that we weren't going to get Elimination Chamber at all.
Yeah,
but
well,
now
they retired the Elimination Chamber due to the fact that it's tough to move out of the headquarters because it's so big and cumbersome, and that a lot of arenas don't come equipped with the power to have the chamber hanging overhead.
Yeah, a lot of arenas nowadays have the big scoreboards or the big LED boards in the middle of the arena, and they can't hang the Elimination Chamber from it. But on May 31st in Corpus Christi, Texas, we will have the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So yeah, I mean this is pretty big.
Yeah.
So we're getting double the pay-per-views this month. That's awesome.
I'm hoping there's at least 2 Elimination Chamber matches.
Really?
I'm hoping for 2.
I'm really hoping for just one.
I want the title on the line, and then either I want to see a Divas Elimination Chamber.
Wait a second. Oh man.
A Divas Elimination Chamber would
Don't
be
get my
awesome.
hopes up for something that ain't gonna happen.
You know it ain't gonna happen.
God damn it.
But that'd be awesome. But on the other hand, you also now have a vacant Intercontinental Chamber.
That's if they do a second one, it needs to be 6 guys all vying for the vacant Intercontinental title.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for. And speaking of people who want titles, the primetime players this time playing the roles of Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. This was pretty funny.
It's alright.
You just don't like primetime players.
I love Darren Young. He's good.
You don't like the real deal Taz O'Neill?
Taz O'Neill?
Taz O'Neill?
No.
Hell yeah.
No.
Yeah, they do a whole Road Dogg, Billy Gunn shtick. It's funny. I enjoyed it.
Darren Young admits to being an ass man.
Gee, like we didn't know that before. And my
favorite color is rainbow.
They want to be the future tag team champions.
What tag team doesn't?
That's true. Then we get Bray Wyatt coming out, talking about how fear is everywhere nowadays. All you gotta do is open up a newspaper, turn on the TV, and it's there. But there's people that always want to rise above, and overcome the obstacles. Ryback being a hero, saying that
because he broke his ankle into 1,000,000 pieces.
It was a lot of pieces. But then, even after the doctor said he'll never compete again, he made it back, and he's doing what he loves now, and Bray Wyatt's pretty much planning on taking that all away, and he's not gonna let Ryback do what he loves to do because he's Bray Wyatt, and he's about to finish his whole thing, saying, "Behold the new face of Feed Me More," and then we get the first real back and forth confrontation between Ryback and Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, so far, I mean, every time they've tangled, Bray Wyatt's been able to kind of snap the Sister Abigail off pretty quick.
Yeah.
This time, Ryback was able to be the one who got the majority of the offense and was able to send Wyatt scurrying away post Spinebuster and meat hook clothesline.
Yep. Had Bray Wyatt reeling a little bit. He had no idea what was going on, but he seemed like he got kind of the reaction he wanted. He's definitely gotten under Ryback's skin, and he's looking to eliminate the big guy. And then in our main event, we had Randy Orton taking on Seth Rollins.
Another pretty good match.
Yeah, it didn't
top WrestleMania.
Definitely no. It's gonna be hard for those two to top their WrestleMania match.
Yeah, that was good.
It was a good match. They went about, I'd say, 5-6 minutes before J&J got involved. J&J attacking Randy Orton, getting the disqualification win for him. It turns into an attempted 3-on-1, and then...
And Kane comes out.
Yeah.
It does absolutely nothing.
That was super awkward. Kane comes out in the middle of this, and you're thinking, okay, J&J and J&J and security, J&J and Seth Rollins all kind of look like, oh shit, what's he gonna do? Is he coming out to beat our ass? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna help us? He goes over.
Good thing we have security with us.
Yeah, he goes over. He grabs a chair,
J&J,
and he stands there. And they're like, oh, okay, I guess he's not gonna attack. All right, well, let's just keep beating out Randy Orton. Then we get Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns. They come out. They even up the odds. Get rid of J&J. Seth is all by himself. He's looking at Kane like, throw me the chair. Throw me the chair. It wasn't going to happen anyway because Randy Orton was between him and the chair. And he ends up getting...
I would love to see Kane throw the chair and Randy Orton just swat it down.
Bitch, please. So after Kane doesn't throw the chair to Seth Rollins turns into a Dirty Deeds.
He turned into a Dirty Deeds?
Into a Dirty Deeds.
Gross.
Yeah, it was messy. Then him and Randy pick him up. He gets speared by Roman Reigns. And then they pick him up one more time. Roman goes, yeah, sure. Pick him up. He gets an RKO. All three challengers are standing tall. And then...
Orton didn't stand tall very long.
No, because then he gets Superman punch.
No, he got cut in half.
Oh.
Spurred.
And then that didn't last long because then he turned into a Dirty Deeds. And the hometown boy is standing tall with Kane still standing on the outside looking like a creep with a chair.
Yeah. Shirtless, slack-wearing creep with a chair.
Did you see the kayfabe news article that Kane leaves his
yes.
ring attire at home for the 10th consecutive week or something like that? Yeah. So yeah, Kane is good at holding chairs. And he
excels at that.
He was at WrestleMania. He's doing good things in the Authority. Yeah. So yeah, I enjoyed Raw a lot. The fact that there was no backstage segments really throws me. There was a lot of in-ring action. They kept up the pace. There was nothing that really dulled it down. It was a really good Monday Night Raw.
I enjoyed it. I give it 1 3/4 thumbs up. Because he can do that. It's 1.5-ish. There you go.
That hurts my thumb. Thanks for watching the Raw review. We got some more videos coming this week. Obviously, we're coming up on Payback. So this Saturday, there will be Payback predictions. We'll also have the midweek wrap-up as usual, the SmackDown rundown as usual, and then coming next Monday, we'll have a brand new indie news. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe. Click all those links down in the description. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, Reddit, and emails. This guy's email. You can talk to him specifically. Apparently he likes to talk shit about me. There's no Macarena down there. If you want to post down in the comments the music video to the Macarena, maybe Kevin Hawk will post a video of himself dancing to it. You can also post down in the comments what you thought about Monday Night Raw, what you think about the upcoming Payback pay-per-view. Also, what do you think about the Elimination Chamber returning exclusively on the WWE Network? And let's talk about wrestling. We can do that on all those links down there. You can do all that stuff.
Yeah, wrestling.
Be sure to check out our Facebook where we have daily trivia history. We have weekend trivia questions, all based on WWE. And we post a lot of stuff on there. Updates from indie news type stuff, some kayfabe news articles, all kinds of stuff on the Facebook. Be sure to like all that stuff. Check it out. And we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next. Booyah. I'll be back.